As I set everything up, just setting this up so others can get in the room, and then I will get started. On the channel as well. There's both videos. Okay. Should be saying that. I'm doing it now. Let me know if you get any notifications. Should be out on Twitter. Great. Look on my Twitter page, it's me on Twitter, it's on Facebook. Like it. You share it with my boys, some of my boys in the room. Yeah. Direct share it to somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just send it out to certain people that I would like to see the show. Get them a chance to come over and have a look and have a chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, all saved, all shared. Should be. It should automatically go out on Twitter. But if it isn't, It's out now. Tweeted it there. That's tweeted there now. I've got to go into my Twitter page and go to the 3 pages and tweet it out. Okay. So we just tweeted it anyway. And then go to okay. We're starting the second, people. Just make sure not leave anybody out on this. Hasn't retweeted, so there we go. And then has been retweeted a number of times. So I've got people in the room. The next Prime Minister debate, I should be watching that. We'll talking about Ryder versus Eubank Jr. All playing for. All right, so here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. Something a little different today. I am in the room joined by my faithful Prince R9, Kenny, Slicks, Ruben, and a few others in the room. So if you want to shout out, I will do. Then normally we do this. I'm playing football during the week. I'll play my play on FIFA, and we'll have the usual crowd come in and share their thoughts. And I thought, tonight do something different, switch it up. And yeah, this is my Atletico Madrid squad that I've got here. It's the first real season I've got with them. So who should be the next Prime Minister? I'm not sure, but it should be any of them two jokers. Anyway, right, so let's talk about it. Eubank Jr. versus John Ryder. Good fight. Good domestic fight. The two guys that we talk about, I try and put things into their proper context. When I look at Eubank Jr., I ask myself this question. Since he's turned pro, he fought his first southpaw, a dangerous southpaw, in Billy Joe Saunders. Since that fight, has Eubank Jr. improved? I'm not sure if he has improved technically. I think he's paced himself a bit better, but he's still got that reckless style there. He still trains like a lunatic, but even the Gale fight, when the Gale was completely shot for me, yes, it was impressive, but he didn't get James Gale out of there. He had time to get Gale out of there, and the Gale was smart enough to time up and still do what he did with him. The Gale was shot to bits. He should not even been in the ring with Eubank Jr. So I think there is an illusion that Eubank Jr. is better than he is because he beat James Gale. He didn't beat a peak James Gale. He didn't even beat a James Gale that looked. He should have been in a ring. You know what I mean? As soon as Eubank hit him, and Eubank isn't that big a puncher when you think about things. When Eubank hit him, the Gale's legs went from him, and even Badu Jack, who dropped the Gale, never hurt the Gale in the same way. But I always said that Badu Jack was the guy that took the Gale's soul. That was the guy that did the most damage to James the Gale. He took too many punches in that fight, and I do believe that a lot of people have overrated that win he had over the Gale. Now, John Ryder, I've loved John Ryder for the longest while. Gets about his business. He's one of them guys and dark horses who gets about his business and nobody really pays him any mind because he's not given a big fanfare. John Ryder, a North Londoner like myself, I like John Ryder's. I think I've seen John Ryder rise and he's improved as a fighter. His fight where he fought Rocky Fielding, I thought he beat Rocky Fielding convincingly. Don't ask me what happened in that fight. He beat Rocky Fielding convincingly in that fight. And he knocked out a guy that a lot of people were raving about at middleweight. I can't remember the guy's name again. Raving about him. He's a big puncher, he can do this and that. I said John Ryder will knock this guy out, and he knocked him out when a lot of people didn't think John Ryder would knock him out. But I can't remember the gentleman's name again. Now, John Ryder is a good boxer. He's a good technical boxer. And he's got some pop in his punches. Since John Ryder's moved up to super middleweight, now he seems to be quite set at super middleweight. He fought recently abroad, I think in America, if I'm right, if memory serves me right. That's good for John Ryder's confidence. He's one of those guys who's done the hard work for me, and I believe that he's on the verge of a world title shot, but genuinely on the verge of a world title shot. Eubank Jr., on the other hand, for me, if his name wasn't Eubank Jr. and he wasn't connected to Chris Eubank Sr., you wouldn't really care too much for Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah, he throws a lot of punches, fine, but when you really think about it deeply, take his father away. Just imagine Chris Eubank Jr. Without his father for 1 second. You look at him. What does he do that is so spectacular? That's so great. He throws all these punches. You got to look at a guy for what he does. And I think John Ryder is a very good boxer. Southpaw, tricky. And Eubank has a tendency to run into shots, overstretch, overcommit against a guy who's a good counter puncher, good boxer. I don't know if Ryder's got another gear. Like if Eubank is able, because what Eubank is going to do, there's no secret what Eubank is going to do. He's going to just come forward, try and close Ryder down, get him on the ropes, and try and land body shots and head shots and all that kind of wild stuff. There is no game plan to what Chris Eubank does. There is no game plan. Literally, there's no game plan. And a nice jab can shut Chris Eubank Jr. down because he's got comes of boxing fundamentals. He's not a boxer. This guy's a slugger. Relies on having a very good chin and being physically strong and fit, right? But Eubank is not what I would consider a boxer. John Ryder now is a very good boxer. He's a very good boxer, very good boxing skills. And when you look at boxing, you've got to look at what the fighter has in his attribute. He's got a good nice jab, good straight left. He puts nice punches together. Experienced pro. A good fight for John Ryder. Good fight for John Ryder, and I'm not sure Eubank's last fight, from what I remember, was in November because I was there with Berbain Stavern, right, at the O2 Arena. So his last fight was in November. So I think to myself, when I look at Eubank Jr. and look at John Ryder, this is a tough fight for Eubank Jr. This ain't an easy fight. It's not a guy, I don't think Eubank's going to throw a right hand and he's going to fall over and that's it. John Ryder's going to be on the move, he's going to be boxing. I think he's going to give Eubank hell in there. I really do. If John Ryder's the fight I think he is, and you just got to look back, not even the James DeGale fight, go back one fight before against is McNeary's son, or couldn't remember who was, Southpaw, and that was the guy who wanted to fight him after the fight. If you go back and look at that fight, there's no way that guy that Chris Eubank fought before he fought James DeGale is anywhere near or anywhere as good or as classy a boxer as John Ryder. Can Ryder box Eubank for the whole 12 rounds? Well, now a jab could shut Eubank down, and Ryder's got nice punches. It's that level. It's whether Ryder can move to that next level. I say that he's fringe world class, but Eubank's going to bring that fire to him, and it's just how Ryder handles that. if Ryder's able to use those boxing skills, and Ryder's got a deeper amateur pedigree to Chris Eubank Jr. as well when you look at that. So for me, I need to look at Ryder closer now, and I'll have to get videotape and study him more. But for me, going into this fight, the slugger versus the boxer puncher, this guy is a slugger, and this guy is a boxer puncher. Ryder for me, and Eubank hasn't fought since November last year. Ryder for me is the favourite coming into this fight. Yes, Eubank is the name, but Ryder is the substance coming into this fight for me. You don't have to knock a guy out to win a fight for me. You just have to outbox him. This is about boxing. You can walk a guy onto a shot. You can mess a guy around, fiddle him around. It's going to be a messy fight. It's going to be a messy fight because Eubank would want to make it messy. He will smother a lot of his punches. Ryder's a good fighter, very good fighter. And if Eubank knocks Ryder out, I'll be very impressed. So, do you believe the illusions is the same with Smith beating an old Groves? Just like, yeah, I do believe it is. I don't think Smith's very good. I don't think Smith's very good at all. And that kickboxer taking him life and death. I think anybody who puts Smith onto the back foot and can punch and can force him onto that back foot and put a high work rate and work his body is going to beat him. I don't think Smith is that good. I just think that Smith has been well managed, you know, and yeah, because whatever happened to that fight, it was meant to fight against Jürgen Bremer. Whatever happened to that fight? Remember that fight? It will be interesting to see Eubank this time round. Now he's had more time with his training. I don't buy any of that stuff, me personally. Not with Eubank Jr. Does he look like he listens to anybody? No. No, 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 sorry. Yes. I believe John Ryder does. I think he punches hard enough. Yeah, he's got a chin and a half, but chins can win you fights, but boxing ultimately will. Your chin will take you through, and you can take so many punches, but that doesn't mean that you win a fight. Well, his chin didn't help him in the Groves fight, apart from keeping on his feet. His chin didn't help him in the Billy Joe Saunders fight. Oh, here we go again. After Eubank's last tasted Groves pie, he didn't want any of it. But Groves can seriously bag. Yeah, he can. He can. That's what I'm saying to you. I don't think that Ryder punches as hard as Groves, but I think Ryder's a sharp puncher. That's what I think. To answer your question, I don't think he's any better. I don't think he's going to get any better, John Ryder. But this is it for John Ryder. Yes. Yes. He's got that ITV deal, hasn't he? So, ultimately for ITV, they're going to want a fight to see Eubank fighting someone like a Canelo, a Golovkin, a Charlo, a super fight. That's what they're going to want to see, ultimately. I'd like to buy that guy, but we haven't got the money for him. No, don't do that. Body shots. Who's really gone to Eubank's body? Yeah. If Ryder can work Eubank's body, it'll be interesting. Yeah, his gas tank's unreal because nobody goes to his body. Nobody goes to his body. Nobody puts the work in on Eubank. I've got to get some other people improved now. Team's improving. The striker's improving. We need to get some other guys improved now. They're still international duty. Yeah. Arguably faster as well. Nah. No. He's not going to get manhandled. He's not going to get manhandled. He didn't get manhandled by Rocky Fielding. And Fielding's bigger and he can punch. Nah. Eubank would probably like to think he'll manhandle him. He ain't going to manhandle him. No. Don't see it. Nah. Yeah, but you're talking about size now. Eubank is not that strong. He's not that strong. You know, he's not that strong. No, I don't believe so. I don't believe Eubank's that strong, so. Or he's not that skilled. Ryder can slip and roll, he can roll off the ropes. Ryder's a good fighter. You guys are giving credit. You're writing Ryder off and you're even paying Ryder. You're not even looking at Ryder's boxing skills. I didn't know why I'm having this boxing conversation. I said I'd stop talking boxing with you guys, but yeah, Ryder is so much more skilled than you guys give him credit for. Been a good winning run as well. We need to get some players in, man. We badly need to get a winger in. We need a winger in. Yeah, but Eubank is not a very skilled boxer. He never has been a very skilled boxer. I don't see what the fuss is. Well, I disagree with you. I don't think John Ryder is sub-world level. I disagree with you. I think he's fringe world level. Now, the only reason why I'm saying he's fringe world level is because I don't know how many gears John Ryder's got. But if he's got the boxing ability to box circles around Eubank for me. He really has. So it's just a matter of how good he is. If he's as good as Saunders and Groves, they both had a good jab on him and they both could box and they can both move his feet. So all Ryder has to do is do the similar things. Ryder picks his shots well, decent boxer, will be close for a while. Eubank can't just put it on him, he will just get picked apart. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for you. Does Ryder give Saunders problems in a rematch? Yes, he does. I think Ryder's improved so much. I don't know if Billy Joe Saunders has actually improved as a fighter. I don't know if he's improved as a fighter. I know he's certainly more in shape, but I don't know if he's improved as a fighter. Being in shape and improving as a fighter, I don't know. Does Ryder beat Smith? Now that's a different conversation. The only way Ryder's going to beat Smith is if he can get onside of Smith and push Smith on the back foot. If he thinks he can beat Smith from the outside, he can forget it. Smith's long levers, I can see him crumpling Ryder with a body shot because Ryder's going to have to get inside. If Ryder doesn't get inside on Smith, forget it. Any guy's going to beat Callum Smith has got to get on the inside of him, not on the outside, or physically be the similar size. Callum Smith could easily box at cruiserweight. Seriously. I wouldn't be surprised he walks around a cruiserweight. or a small heavyweight. The big guy. So what we do? We're going to sim through this, right? Are we? Nope, not selling you. Well, I could sell you actually. I could sell you. Then that would bring us some money to get another winger in. I don't want to sell you, but yeah, I'd say that at least. At least. Right, this guy. He's 29 million. We need to get a winger in. 31. If I can get him for, if I can get this guy sold for 30, 35 or 40 million, then 35, 40 million, I'll do the deal. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go 40 million. And they put it up, they'll negotiate on 40 million. Yes! It's a great deal. 40 million is a fantastic deal. Yeah. We've got more chance. 33 million. We've got to buy now a winger. Still ain't enough money. We need 50 in the bank. We've got investing 2 wingers. Rigas is broke down. We need him sold. 7 million. No. We need to get this guy's contract sorted. They're all going now. No. We need to get this guy's a youngster. We need to get his contract sorted. We can't be having him getting sold for 7 million. 69 million. That's good. We're making some money back now. We can't let the youngsters walk out on us. Yes, Davey. But that's my point. I think Ryder is such a good fighter. I really do. World class. This we've got world class. We've got a right midfielder. Sané plays on the left. We need a right winger. $28 million. Torres is a good player, man. $43 million. He's a good player. He's Italian though. I'd like to get the Spanish one if I could. Bozio was trying to sign him before. Dennis, 33 million. Since pace, pretty 99. Good, Dennis, Nigerian. Finishing. What do you think, people? We need to look for a right winger. $90 million. 31. A bit older. We do need a right winger. I'd rather spend money on a right winger that was Lane. I was trying to get him. 17 million. But he's a good player. No one's going to talk to me, then I'll have to make my own decision, won't I? Lane, I want to see how much pace he's got. Passing's good. Sprint speed. Acceleration 96. Don't know. I don't think he's watched John Ryder much. I'll have to send him a tape on him. Right back spring, isn't he? I'd like to get a young, like he's 29. He's got pace. So looking at him, 29, 85 overall rating, 33 million. He has the IBL belt, hasn't he? He's got the IBL belt. Prince, where are you, man? Guy's ranked 83, 17 million. What that is? Listen, that WBA title I've been telling you all about. That is such a the real belt, the WBA belt. It's only because the Matchroom talking that crap. The WBA belt, the one that Trevor Bryant and Manuel Shah are fighting for, is the one that Ali held. Okay, you're going with a Nigerian play. This guy's. We could get two of them. This guy's release clause is 17 million. And the Nigerian is worth. Might get him cheaper than what he is at the moment. 33. 85. So we could get with two right-sided players. We need at least two right-sided players anyway. We need two right-sided players because we ain't got none. He's 83 and 28. 20, trying to get him on a loan. He's a good player, but speed's not great, and he's older. Dennis, see what he's got. Technical dribbler. Can play left, can play right, can play up front. Got good finishing as well. Because I think he's a good player. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's improved a lot. I think he's improved a hell of a lot. Really hell of a lot. I've always liked John Ryder. He's one of them guys that this guy looks a good signing actually. He can play on the left, he can play on the right, play through the middle, and play on the left. Yeah, a lot of other channels. It's not bang average. Yeah, but a lot of channels that we're talking about, it's not bang average. It's a very good fighter. And a lot of them channels will call him bang average, and then when he wins a fight, then they'll turn and say he's a great fighter. Look, when I was telling people about Crawford, people started saying, who'd he beat? I said, he's going to beat up Ricky Burns. Ain't no one listened to me. I remember telling people about Ricky Burns, who was going to fight Ray Beltran. I said, he'll beat Ricky Burns, catch him a left hook. And as far as I'm concerned, he beat Ricky Burns. He beat Ricky Burns that night, but all nonsense with Matchroom yet again. Matchroom they've done some great stuff, but they have really poisoned a lot of the fans' minds. And a lot of these people that you see on these channels, I swear that they are on some sort of payroll. We can't get this guy. He's out of the question. So Rinzi might be next one up to get. He's 83. He's 28. And Lanes is 17 million. 22 million. 17 million we're getting for Lanes. We tried to get him sign him last time. And it all went a bit peaked on. But I just think Ryder's a good fighter. Got no wage budget. We should have enough money for him though. I need to sign him, 100,000. Got to sign him. Good, we've got him. Finally, we've got a actually right-sided player. We should get one more right-sided player as well. It's only 17 million we spent there. One more right-sided player. If we can get Arzini as well, would be good. His pace is going to be key. Yep, I want Arzini. 23 million. Maybe we can get him for 25, 26 million. Or maybe we can do a player swap. Yeah. And get rid of one of these strikers I can't stand, like this guy. I'm trying to get rid of him. Fullback, winger or midfielder. Midfielder. What midfielder have I got there that I would like to get rid of? This guy. No, okay. Let's try fullback. 36, 25, Pereira, 15, 11, 5, 5. Isaac's garbage. Yeah, we'll take that. Good, so we've got two right-sided players now. Finally, I think. Play left and the right, so now it's not bad now. What do you think? What are you saying, Prince? They're in the 80s, which is good. Wow, 63 million. Come on. Did I get rid of Chavez? I don't know if you've noticed, but we're at Atletico Madrid now, so you're joker. Can we get another? Can we get a defender in? He's 84 and he's a top defender. If we could get another defender in, I'd be really happy. Had this guy from Arsenal last time. 57 million, we're not going to pay that for him. 92 million, not going to get him for that. Gomez I'd like to sign. I really want to sign Gomez so badly. I'll have to wait for him then. Let's see what the fans have got to say, because I always like to hear what they think as a player's been signed. We've got Pablo Roland, nobody knows about him yet. We're to come third. Lanes. Nothing else really. No chance. Right. I think we're... So, what I noticed when we were at... If you remember, Prince, when we first came here... Bring out the big man. We're in the 80s, good. Everyone's in the 80s, apart from our defenders. We've got some garbage defenders, but we can bring in now. I think Mr. Slicks will be happy to see. We've got in two quality defenders there. Midfield's quality as well. We've got some very good quality players now in midfield, so I'm really happy about this. Good quality players, all in the 90s in midfield. Now that's good. On the left hand side we can play Lanes can play. And Wassim can play on the left hand side as well. Sakari's can get seen for the first time, finally. Sakari's there, he gets to play. And the likes of Roland, I don't know where he is, and yeah, Roland's 91, we get to see him finally. That's our strike. You haven't seen Roland yet, so we're going to see him for the first time. And see, Weir can go on the bench. Keane and Weir. Keane can play down the left hand side actually. He technically could be on the left wing. That would solve our left wing problem. And they're going to say, well, I didn't treat you right, but look, hey, Neve's a good player. And there's Diaz as well. We ain't seen Diaz. And there's Jimenez in defence as well. God. It is looking strong for once. You can actually see we've got a strong squad now. Can't both go on and play. So, who should we look at first? Arinzi or Lanes? A Prince? Arinzi or Lanes? We've got Weir, who Wassim says is the future. I'll leave Arinzi up there. I think we're good now. Where's number 8? Where's it? I think Jimenez should be captain there, by the way. He should definitely be captain. What makes you think that these channels are on payrolls and which ones? Well, you look at certain channels, you can look at their Twitter feed, Twitter channel, and you can connect it right back. Some of these Twitter channels are controlled. I'm telling you now, you can track it from the what they're tweeting on Twitter, how they're tweeting it, then go back and track what they're putting in the YouTube channel, and see what they're doing. See how many press conferences they're attending, and then how many fights they're attending, the access they get to fighters. But a lot of things, Alaba, he can go. I'm not going to set all these players off. Do you know why? Because every time we get Champions League, he's 30 years old, and he's a top quality player. I'm not getting him to Liverpool. Just look where these guys are at and what they're doing. That's all I say. I do believe someone on the payroll though. There's different ways to be on the payroll. You don't have to get money to be on the payroll. Free tickets to shows. I've seen them all. Trust me. Are we gonna watch these games? Yeah, I'm gonna keep him. I'm thinking I'm not. What time is it now? Time check. Just got to be conscious of time. My Euro, finally. Half past freaking 10. It's not good. Yeah, I'll sell this guy. I can't stand the striker. How much is he worth? 22 million. No, you're selling for more than that. It's a pain in the arse. So. Pain in the arse as a striker. I can't stand him. Okay. Can I propose a fee of 25 million? I can't stand him. 23.4 million. Yeah, we'll take that. Get out of the club. So you're saying anyone who gets access is on the payroll? Not anyone. Not anyone. Just listen to their commentary and see what they're saying and see if there's a bias towards Warren fighters. See if they actually support Warren fighters. See, who's your go-to channel, Ingram? Seconds Out has really been putting out some really great content recently. I almost ended up working for Seconds Out years ago. My go-to channel, I go to Mr. Boxing Today. Love Mr. Boxing Today. If you want to talk heavyweights, I go to Mr. Boxing Today. I like Seconds Out. I like Ultra Sports. Love Ultra Sports. CBTV Sports, I like him too. No, I don't think Hatman's on the payroll. No, I don't know. I think Hatman's got his own opinions. Yeah. And there's some channels I just avoid. I don't watch, I don't listen to. Because it's not just... When I'm listening to people, I like to listen to No, you're not going nowhere near Man City. I like to listen to people who are I'm gonna not only learn something from, but I'm gonna enjoy listening to. That their opinion is not based on views, and they're not. Well, I don't know what happened with Wingy. Wingy got signed up by IFL, didn't he? He got signed up by IFL at one point. So I don't know if he's still working for IFL or what, but good luck to him. Of course, when you get signed up, clearly if you... Yeah, some channels do have a clear agenda. Payroll, I don't know about payroll. See, there's different ways you can pay people. You have to pay them with money, physically. Free tickets. But you know what? That's why I don't go to these press conferences. Can't go. I think we need another attacking mid, you know. We need a really quality attacking midfielder now. One more quality attacking midfielder. Boxing Wave's always been good, though. My brother, he's always been good. A nice attacking midfielder, just slip in there and play. Dybala, no. Attacking mid. Ben Woburn. He's 85, he's 27. Like a match winner. One guy that I can say, yeah, bring him on, and turns the game around for us. '84. Garcia. Remember we talked about Garcia before. Yeah, and what's that got to do with the price of fish? We know that Ali has a habit of getting. You saw he fell down like 3 times in that game. We need to have that. I'm not making mistakes I made yesteryear where we don't get enough players in. We need to have enough players in. Gomez I wanted to sign, but Garcia, we were talking about getting out Garcia before. Definitely want to sign Garcia. $27 million. We're getting for 28 million. Ade's cool. Ade's cool. I like Ade. 38 million. Come on, man. Alright, tell you what. How about 35? I'll go with 35. That's cool. I think 35 is reasonably enough for Garcia. I mean, I think he's Spanish too as well. Who would you say is Frank's equivalent to what I feel is to Natural? Seconds out. Seconds out. I remember seeing Box and Social when they first started out. No way. Oh, we signed him. Got him. That is fantastic. If we can get a now quality defender, centre back now. If we can get a centre back in, 22 million, we can get another centre back in. We might not need a centre back actually. I think we've got enough defenders. I've met him once before. It was an interesting conversation we had. He was like, oh, he was talking to me, and it was Terence Crawford, and he was hyping about getting the interview with Terence Crawford, and he was just, and I said to him, and he kind of looked at me kind of dismissively. I said to him, before you started this boxing stuff, I was talking to Crawford. Now you're talking to Crawford now, and you're celebrating him now. So I'm not a jolly come lately, mate. I said, you're the jolly come lately. I said something along the lines that he was a jolly come lately. He just looked at me like, let's say, who are you? That's how it was with me. I mean, I guess it was just one of those things, I guess. But 22 million. Goalkeeper, I can't give you a goalkeeper. He's good though, he does do some very good interviews. But you know, for me, the reason why people do good interviews is because the standard is so poor. That's why. Standard is so poor. So poor. Like, Danny Flexen's good. I like Danny. But Danny's a professional though. Do you know what I mean? Danny was doing print media as well, so I think James is now doing football. Good for him. Really good for him. Do you know what I mean? And actually, anybody who's got any sense will just look at him. Look at this. If Arsenal get to the semi-finals or finals of the Champions League this year, I'll be very surprised. Anybody who's got sense, I think, should, you know, and do well in boxing. I would pull them away and say, you know what? Go and see yourself in other avenues. I won't stick around. I wouldn't stick around personally, no. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it. I don't know what was said. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. I'm going to sing this, by the way. I don't know what happened. I don't know who. I don't know how it came about. He didn't seem that particularly bothered, to be honest. Go on, Keane. Well done for you. I like Ty Booth. He's funny. I enjoy some of the things he says. Is absolutely crude, but I do enjoy listening to him. He just some of the things you think in your mind, but you wouldn't say out loud. He just says it out loud. You know, and for a certain crowd of people can enjoy watching that. I won't watch it all the time, but occasionally I'll go and watch some of Ty and stuff, and it's funny. You know, so. See, there's a lot of things I'd love to say, but I can't because my reach doesn't just reach boxing. So I've got to be so careful. Go on, King's a new starter. Good. Good. Good start for us in the league. I'm only going to play the cup games. I will enjoy watching. It's amazing, you know. It shows you the society we're in today. People are probably not interested in listening to the truth. Trying to get away from the truth. A lot of people are. I don't know about that bit. I don't think it's got anything to do with that. I just think that I have my circle's not just boxing circles. Boxing for me is a very small circle of people. Now, I've got a wider range of people, and I've got a lot more responsibilities than boxing, and you're all going to see that soon. So I can't be caught saying certain things on camera because, you know what I mean, I don't. My journey isn't. I didn't start my life off just to be doing. No disrespect to anyone else who's doing it, and anyone else who's doing it in boxing is great, but that's not kind of like my future. I know where I want to be, and I know I've always known where I want to be. So, you know, when you're trying to build an online TV station, it's not just about boxing or about cricket or about sport. You've got different areas to cover, so you can't be caught saying outlandish and unprofessional things. Yeah, of course. And there's a whole load of videos I'll be dropping shortly, and you'll understand why. Because, you know, I'm not. Unless some people are literally keyboard warriors, but I can't afford to be doing that stuff. I really can't. You know, when you've got young people looking up to you, you really can't be talking outlandish and speaking in a way, and people are researching your name and stuff. It's not a kind of comfortable place to be in. So there are things I would love to say, but I just can't, and then it's not worth it. So it's not worth it. So you've got to remember, no disrespect to the people, but all these names you're mentioning, all these people you're mentioning, they are just in a boxing world. Quite literally, that is their full-time job, and good luck to them. That's not my full-time job. It's not even my part-time job. You know, so that's the difference. I'm just fortunate and very blessed to be able to be in two different sports and still be doing the channel and still be doing other things as well, you know. Think about it this way. Can you imagine if I was full-time in this? If I was going to be full-time, I would be full. If I was ever going to be full-time, I would never be full-time in the UK. Never. Never. Not in boxing. No. No. Oh, I think I have. I think I have. I'm just trying to pull it all back now. Celtic beat us last season. Have we improved as a squad? That's the question. They beat us last season. Come on, boys, get that goal. They're going to beat us again this season as well. That's a damn shame. They beat us last season, they beat us this season. So, when you see, when you've been seen in 8.5 million homes, and you know you've been known as a national community champion, and then you've been in Caribbean, you've been in Australia, you've been in Ireland, you've been across Europe, you've been in America, and you've got so many people watching you, and you never know who's watching you. I remember Lennox Lewis once telling me, you never know who's watching you, and he's watching you. So you've got to watch what you're saying. Even now, while I'm sitting here, I still got to watch what I'm saying, because you never know who's watching you, and it's an uncomfortable place to be at times. I'm telling you, very uncomfortable. People think, why don't you just say that, and why don't you just do that? A lot of people can say what they're saying. They're no one to be accountable to. Just talk reckless, and that's all right. But they're not people you want to do business with, really. Or should I sell this guy? He's 31 years old. He's 74. No, we're not selling you. We're not selling anybody else. Oh, there we go. Say that, and he's got sold. No, he's going nowhere. We're quite happy with the squad we've got. Maybe just keep this going to the end. We're stopping it anyway. So good luck to everybody what they're doing, you know. Long may it continue, these people. Keep putting the work out, keep putting the videos out. Would you ever want to get back on the fight interview scene, or has previous times got you to... No. Look, I mean, you think to yourself, I mean, like, let's put it this way. So, okay, when you've got you've got pound for pound fighters, yo Ingram, it is incredible how channels can do 3-hour breakdowns on fights, but are slow to expose their transgender agenda. All your fake fighters going hell. All your fake fighters going hell. I don't get you, I mean. All my fake fighters are going to hell. Oh no, Raheem Sterling's injured for England. Can't be having that. Oh, he's injured and he can't play for England. You're gonna have to sort that out now. Oh, that's not good. That's not good for England. We need to get that sorted now. Oh yeah, we're going to have to get rid of Kane as well. Don't know how he got in the England squad. He's like 34 years old. We need a striker in England side. Yeah, Sterling's got to leave. I don't know about all that, mate. I don't know about all that. Right, I'm going to save this here.